Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jules. I'm here to tell you all about what I'm going to read in September. I'm so excited. It is finally fall, y'all. I don't care when it says the first day of fall is, it's today. Today is September 1st and I am ready for fall. I've got my fall shirt on, I got my pumpkin earrings on. It's go time with fall, okay? I'm glad you clicked on this video. I'm happy you're here. Let's get into what I'm gonna read. So the first thing I always talk about with my TBRs is the readathons that I am doing. The first readathon that I'm gonna try and participate in is the Scooby Doo readathon hosted by my friend Sonia. Her channel is Sonia with an I. I will link her announcement video below. This is a very laid back readathon. Basically, it's a roll a dice, read a prompt type of readathon. I didn't get to participate much last year. So I'm gonna try and do better this year. I haven't had a chance to roll any dice or come up with any books or anything for it yet. The readathon is gonna be going from September 1st, which is today, through September 18th. I love Scooby Doo. I love Sonia. She's such a sweetheart. And she does have a cast of other booktubers that are gonna be playing a Scooby Doo role. So Sonia herself is Velma. Amy Marie is Daphne. I know Tiffany with the Beach Bum Bookworm is gonna be the Mystery Machine. She's got somebody else, I think, doing Scooby Doo. So it should be a good time. So definitely, if you want to participate in that, go check out her video. I will have it linked below. The second readathon that I'm going to be participating in is Survive the Night. This is hosted by Jess with Reading with Jess. Yeah, this readathon was so fun last year. I was like, I have to participate again. So this readathon is going to run from September 12th through September 16th, and it is set at camp, and you are basically trying to survive the killer at camp. Such a good time, you guys. So I'm going to pop up a graphic over here. This is the prompts. These are the books that I have selected. So basically you start reading whatever book at whatever location you want to, and then at a certain time of each day, the killer will strike one of those locations. You do not know where he's going to strike. You just don't want to be there. Because if the killer strikes at a location that you are still checked in at, then you are unalived. And then you have to post either a picture or a video of your unaliving, and then you are back in the game. I did not die last year, and I actually was kind of sad that I didn't, because I didn't get to like fake my death. It was so fun seeing some of the videos and the pictures of everybody posting their stuff to get back in the game. It was a good time. So the readathon's only 5 days, and I'm not going to get through all these books, obviously. So whatever books I don't get through during this readathon, I am still planning on reading for the month. So just to go over the prompts really quick of what I'm going to read. For the cabins, it is to read a book set at camp. I am going to be reading Summer Vamp. It is a graphic novel. So I definitely should be able to get this one done before the killer strikes, hopefully. The dining hall is to read a book with food on the cover. I'm going to be reading On Thin Icing by Ellie Alexander. For the bonfire, it is to read a hot new release. I'm going to be reading Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. I am also reading this for Gwen's podcast for Talk Bookish to Me. I will be on the podcast along with Brandon in a few weeks, and we will be discussing this. So I will link Gwen's podcast in the description so you can head there later this month to check out all of our thoughts on this. For the lake, the prompt is to read a book making a splash or a hype, and for that I'm going to read The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I feel like making a splash, it's a water, it's a boat theme, so I went with that, but also it's getting hyped because of the movie that's coming out for this soon. And then for the boathouse, the prompt is to read a book that is fast-paced, and for that I chose The Influencer by Adam Caesar. Hopefully it's a fast-paced read. Obviously I won't know until I get into it, but it's a thriller, so we're crossing fingers. And then for the medic, the prompt is to read your favorite genre. Mine is thrillers. So for this one, I'm going to be reading James Patterson's Fifth Horseman. This is a 5th book in the Women's Murder Club series. I'm really enjoying the series, so I'm excited to continue in it. And for the cave, it is to read a dark or mysterious book to you. And for that, I am going to be reading Lights Out by Nevessa Allen. It just looks dark, mysterious. It's also a dark romance, so it definitely works for those. It's dark. Then for the hiking trail, the prompt is to read a pretty scenic book cover. So for that, I picked Such Quiet Girls by Noelle Eiley. So the cover's not really pretty, but it's very like eerie and scenic with the woods. So this is what I'm going with. This is my take on a scenic cover. And then for the bathhouse, it's to read a book that has a pretty naked cover. I chose Forget Me Not by Stacey Willingham. While the outside is pretty, but the naked cover is also pretty. It's plain, but it's purple, and I love purple, and purple is pretty. So that's why I picked this. And then the last one is The Main Lodge, and that's to read a past Sleep When I'm Dead book club pick. I have read a lot of them, almost all of them. I think I only have like 5 that I haven't read. So for this one, I decided to read The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. So that is my hefty TBR for Survive the Night. So like I said, I'm not expecting it through all of these, but these are books that I'm going to read this month, regardless if I finish them during the readathon or not. I definitely recommend doing this readathon, you guys. So I will link Jessa's announcement video below. There is a Discord. We are going to be doing sprints, at least 2 nights of sprints. We're going to have a game night. It's going to be a good time. Now moving on to some other books that I want to get to this month. So I've recently come across a husband and wife couple that has a booktube channel, and it is Lauren and Ben Young. Their channel is called Youngs and the Restless. It's really cute. But they are going to be doing a Goosebumps read along this month. It's not like a readathon or anything. It's just reading 1 book a week for the month of September. And then at the end of the month, they're just going to do like a live hangout or whatever. But I did select 4 books to read for that. Y'all know I got a lot of Goosebumps books. So I decided to pick 1 book out of different series. So I did a spinner wheel. So basically I just put however number of books there are in that series. I put it in a spinny wheel and then that selected my number. So for the original Goosebumps series, I'm going to be reading Vampire Breath. And then for the Goosebumps Most Wanted, I'm going to be reading How I Met My Monster. For the Goosebumps Horrorland, I'm going to be reading Monster Blood for Breakfast. And then for the Goosebumps Reader Beware, You Choose Your Own Scare. It's the Choose Your Own Adventure ones, which you know I love. I'm going to be reading The Knight in Screaming Armor. Super fun. So Ben is an indie horror author. He actually has 2 published books. So I did get one of his books on Kindle Unlimited. So hopefully I can get to read that soon and hopefully I like that. But yeah, I'm going to link their channel below. So go check them out, support them, give them some love. And the last few books that I'm going to read is for Gwen's Patreon. So for the month of September, our book club pick, we are reading Agatha Christie's Cricket House. So we are going to be reading this and then we're going to do a movie night watching this movie. And then at the end of September, I am going on a book retreat for Gwen's Patreon. So a handful of us are going to Virginia. We got an Airbnb and we're going to just spend a weekend meeting each other, hanging out. It's going to be such a great time. We're going to do some crafts. We're going to do some reading. We're going to do some shopping. It's going to be a great time. But we decided that we are all going to read Finders Keepers by Sarah Adler. And then we're going to do an in-person book discussion of it. And we are actually going to bedazzle our books while we're there. So I'm very excited for that. And then the last book I want to get to is Glorious Rivals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is book 2 in the Grandest Game series that follows the Inheritance games. We have been reading this whole series and Gwen's Patreon and then having a discussion. So as the new books come out, we read them and then we discuss them. So I'm excited to get to this one as well. So that's what's on my radar for this month. I may add more to it as the month goes on, but let me know if you're planning on participating in any of these readathons, if you're planning on reading any of these books, or if you've already read some of these books. Let me know your thoughts. I hope you have a great reading month. Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you're not already, and until my next video, friends, be yourself, be awesome, be kind. Bye.